Hello everyone, Sheila back again, welcome to my channel. You know, it's been miserable all day and all of a sudden the sun's come out because I'm doing a video to make it shine brighter on the video. But anyway, I am busy knitting the red cardigan here. This is the sleeve. I would have had this finished, but I had a little problem come up. A lady called Haley was doing a test knit of my latest pattern. She was doing the 20-inch on it, and she found one or two mistakes, but I'd already put that out. I thought it was okay, and I'd already put it out for sale. I haven't sold that many, but I did have 3 on Friday. I think there was one for Susan, someone called Valerie, and someone else. I can't remember who they all were, but when you get the patterns, there'll be some sellotape on the back of the pattern where I've had to open them up. And instead of sending them out on Friday night, that's what I would have done. I would have posted them on Friday night. I didn't get round to posting them until Sunday because I had put 3 of those patterns, the latest pattern, this one, in there, and they needed some things altering on it, so I had already packed them up and put the stamp on the envelope, so I had to open them carefully, take the patterns out, and after I sorted out the pattern and made the new PDFs and then the new patterns, I put the new ones in those 3 envelopes. So those 3 were, so anyone that's got sellotape across your envelope, you've got the updated pattern. Because Haley had messaged me and told me she had been knitting it and she had found 1 or 2 mistakes, and one of them was on the back part. When you come to do the back, where there should have only been 59 stitches, I think I had, this is the old one, I think I had 64 stitches. There should have only been 59. I don't know where I got 64 from. 64 from. I think my maths must have been right that day. And then when you were doing the neckband, I didn't have that. You had to put a buttonhole up on the neckband. I'd missed that bit off. And there was another little bit where I had said it had ended on the wrong row. I don't know if it was a right side or a wrong side, but I had put down that it had ended on the wrong row, so that would knock it out for anyone. So anyway, I've sorted all those things out and made a new pattern, so that one's okay. But I realised I'd only knit the 16-inch on it. I hadn't knit any other ones, and I decided I was going to knit the 20-inch to see if everything I had put down was right. So that's what I was doing, this little one. This is the 20-inch, which would probably be for about, I would say 6 to maybe more than 12 months, I think, the size. But I've done a little video just to show you exactly, you know, what it is, what it looks like, you know, a better look at it. And I put this one, what I've done with this one as well, so you can see the colour looks a bit better because I've done it on my phone instead of my computer. So I'm going to put that little bit video up first, and then I'll come back and finish whatever I was chatting about. This is the cardigan I've done to a 20-inch, which I was doing to sort out the to rectify 1 or 2 little mistakes that Haley had told me about. And as you can see, it's measures 22, which is what you want for a 20-inch because you need a couple of inches extra. And the sleeve is 7.5 inches with the cuff turned over. and almost 7.5 for the length down here, and the full length is 12 inches. But when you look at it, it's deceiving. It looked so big to me when I was knitting it, but I have a 20-inch here that I knit before, just to show the difference. This is a 20-inch, and you can see it's practically the same. The sleeves are slightly longer because the cuffs are turned over on here, so I think maybe this could do with maybe a few more stitches, because the cuff's going to be turned over anyway to make the sleeves a little bit longer. And it just looked so big before I actually stitched it up, but as you can see, the top part of the arm, where the arm goes through the sleeve, is more or less the same as that one, just there's no shaping to these sleeves. So that's how it looks against a 20-inch. Another 20-inch. And I think if I did this again, I put the buttons on the boys' side for this one because of the colours, like the beige and the blue in it. But I think if I knitted it again, I think I might make the buttons all the way. I think the buttons might look better, because I think it is meant as an overcoat, a jacket that goes over cardigans and things. I think that's really what it's meant for. So I think it would be better if it had buttons all the way down. So if I did any more, I think I will do a full button up on them. But I've sorted out the one or two little mistakes that Lady Haley was doing a test knit for me for the 20-inch, and she found one or two little problems with it, which she says an experienced knitter would find no trouble, they can work around, but an experienced knitter might not. So I sorted out the pattern and I wrote it out again, made a new PDF. So all the things, but I have knitted a 16-inch and I've knitted the 20-inch. I didn't find any faults when I knitted the 16-inch, but I might do the 18-inch one as well, just to make sure that everything's okay with that one. So that was just to let you see what that cardigan actually comes out like when you do the larger size. And just to let you see what this red really looks like, because it comes out orange on my computer, but this is, I'm using my phone because I'm using the that contraption I've got for doing tutorials. But this is what it looks like. That's the sleeve I'm knitting, one of the sleeves. That is a very nice red, very different altogether to what it looks like on the my computer. My computer just does not show red like it really is. And so that was that cardigan. A few things explained for anyone that was watching that. Which is, I think it's a little bit better if I've knitted something and show it like on my table. That was my dining table in the back room, and I use the same apparatus that I use for doing tutorials with, so you can see better instead of me holding it up in front of me like this. It shows it better. So at least that pattern's sorted out now, but I might still knit the 18-inch, because I do usually like to knit each size myself, but I thought that one was so simple, it was just all plain knitting and all that, but I can make mistakes now and again, which Haley had found out, so I might still knit the 18-inch one to make sure everything's okay with that. I know the 16's okay because I did a tutorial all the way through with that one. But anyway, this one, anything else I have will be on my eBay shop on it'll be this Friday when I get those special offer thing comes on, where I get 80% off selling fees. So I'll put it on AB then, so if anyone's interested you have to look on AB for it. If I have anything at all to sell, I'll wait until it's every fortnight that special offer thing comes on. So if I have anything, I'll keep it till then, because I do get more from AB when I put things up like that. But I was at my granddaughter's yesterday and I didn't get much knitting done actually, even at my granddaughter's, and before that I've had a little bit of trouble with my wrist, and I thought it was to do with what I had been doing in the garden, banging the spade down on the soil, but it still seems to be lingering. I don't think it was that. I think it's just to do with the knitting, because I get in a bad ache goes all the way down my thumb to my wrist, so I think it is with the knitting actually. So I think sometime I'm going to have a little break now and again. I think if it's starting to affect it just seems to be this one hand. It doesn't seem to be affect that one. It must be because this is the hand that I do all the thrown, what you call the thrown the wool over, and that must be something to do with that. But anyway, I seen I was at my granddaughter's yesterday. I took my knitting with me, but after I had our dinner, our Sunday dinner, and that the kids were a little bit boisterous and that, you know, so Cheryl had one of those big packs of cards like that, and you see, so we'll play some games with the cards to keep them happy. So we decided we're playing play your cards right with the kids, and I had a load of, you know, small coins and that in my purse, and Craig took a few out of his pocket, and Cheryl had quite a few. So we were putting £1 in the kitty for the game. Whoever won it would get the £1. That's what we were playing. Well, I was the one that was stealing the cards out all the time, and everybody won. We all won one game each. And then I won a second one, and Frankie, the oldest boy, the 11-year-old, started accusing me of cheating. He said I was cheating. I said, you can see the cards. I says, I can't see them, they're going their face down. I don't know what cards is going down. I says, it's the luck. Yeah, look, if you get the right one when you say hi or hello. And he still accused me of playing. And well, that's it, I'm not playing anymore. But anyway, it was nearly time for me to go home by that time. But we had a good afternoon. It makes a change, instead of the kids sitting on the well, they're not iPads, they've got the some kind of tablet thing, sitting on the tablet, you know, like, and playing. It's something with it. Like I said to Cheryl, we'll have to play a few more games on a Sunday, I says, instead of watching them sitting on the iPads, or they're playing a game and they've got the PlayStation and they're shouting and bawling at the television when they're playing these games. And of course they've got earphones on, and they know one of them's upstairs playing a game and the other one's downstairs, and they're shouting at each other through these headphones and things. We are sitting, you know, looking at them. Like I says to my granddaughter, I says, you could do with playing a few games on a Sunday, I says, and other games apart from on iPads and phones and things like that. I says, get them off them. I says, that's all they seem to think about. And they enjoyed themselves, you know, they were. Of course, little Eddie, like the youngest one, the 5-year-old, like, he thought he should pick in everybody's name, because we made little tickets out when we're playing player cards out. We made little tickets out with each person's name on, and we let Eddie choose the first time. We let him choose whose game it was, and when you played, you put that ticket to one side. So we gave everybody a chance. So when it came to the second time, Tommy wanted to do it, so Eddie was fighting with Tommy because he didn't want Tommy to do it, and he wanted to do it. And I was saying, look, you've got to take turns unless you're fighting. And that was just the way we had a really, really nice afternoon, you know. Makes a change, like I'm saying, to the either television or iPads, and or iPads, tablets and that with them. So I am getting as much in my knitting done as I can, so that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.